Good morning. So I listened to this interview yesterday with KRS One, right? And I don't think it's a new video. I think it's kind of old, but for some reason it just surfaced or resurfaced, and it's floating around the internet. KRS is out of control. He's talking about this dude Bambaataa like if he's the Prophet Muhammad or something. He's a blessing to be a part of. Like I don't get it. The culture of hip hop is not dying because something happened to Bambaataa. That's first and foremost. Most people nowadays don't even know who Bambaataa is. But even if they did, it's not going nowhere. That's first and foremost. Second of all, Bambaataa did not create hip hop. Who did? Bambaataa wrote the book. He wrote the rules. He gave it the 310, whatever, all that good stuff. He didn't create hip hop. He didn't create the sound. He didn't do none of that. Even if he did, like I said, it ain't dying because something happens to him. But the craziest thing that KRS said was what he started talking about, how black people need to learn to follow these white people when they don't, because some people need to be infallible. First of all, nobody is infallible. And again, we talking about Bambaataa. We not talking about Muhammad. We're not talking about Elijah Muhammad. We're not talking about W.D. Fard, Minister Farrakhan, none of these people. Africa Bambaataa is nowhere near infallible. Some people may be closer to infallible than others. He's nowhere near it. He's talking about, oh, they leaders could rape people and they overlook it. They say, oh, we could debate their shortcomings, but he's still our leader. Nah, we don't do that. And why would he want us to do that? We not overlooking no foul stuff. We as a people, and I'm speaking for we as a people, do not want to be led by people who engage in certain activities. And sexually abusing children is top of the list. What is he talking about? Is he kidding me? It's making me question what type of relationship him and Bambaataa had. You're talking about this dude again, like he the prophet. Like, come on, B. This is Bambaataa. Like you got to be kidding me. And let's be clear, he keeps telling, don't let him fool you. Oh, there's no evidence, no evidence. Like the lady said in the interview, it's historical. There may not be no physical evidence. There probably won't be no physical evidence. But that's not the point. People in the Bronx knew. People in the Zulu Nation knew. People in that circle knew. It's a lot of sucker shit going on. Let's not act like it wasn't. And so what he's gonna do is, what I get from that interview is, KRS One, he ain't no dummy, so he gonna out talk you. He gonna talk to you and say a lot of fancy shit and try and think that you're not smart enough to understand what he's talking about because he's eloquent. He expresses himself well, but it's bullshit that he's talking. Some people got to be infallible. Our leaders got to be infallible. Nobody is infallible. And we do not want to be led by weirdos. Bottom line. That attitude is why Trump is getting ready to be the fucking president again. Because they're going to ignore all the sucker shit he's involved in and still vote for him. Yo, he's bugging. Bambaataa's a weirdo. Yes, he wrote the blueprint for hip hop. And we appreciate it. We took it. We ran with it. We still here. We don't need him. He's not. First of all, he's not a leader. He's talking as leader. What is he leading? Is he leading what? The Zulu Nation? Is he still in control? Is Zulu Nation even still around? Like, who knows about these things? But he wrote the book. It's okay. If he goes down for his weirdo behaviors, nothing's gonna change. Nothing. Hip hop is not dying with him. He don't hold hip hop on his back. What are we talking about here? Dude? Very disappointing, KRS. Very.